Subscribe for daily exclusive fanfiction. Comment below with the scenarios you want to hear next. Experience passion and danger as Sirius and Regulus uncover hidden truths. Will their bond survive the ultimate test? The moon hung high in the night sky, casting silvery shadows over the abandoned alleyways of London, concealing the deep secrets of the Black family. In the heart of this darkness, Sirius Black found solace away from his family's oppressive ties. He felt a tumult of emotions, freedom, and guilt intertwined as he slipped deeper into the shadows, haunted by memories of his younger brother, Regulus. Once they had played together in this very neighborhood, sharing dreams over stolen sweets and whispered secrets. Now those memories clung to him like a heavy cloak, reminding him of the bond they had, a bond worn thin by the expectations of their family's dark legacy. Regulus, in stark contrast, was a ghost of his former self. Hidden behind the facade of a dutiful son, he was torn between loyalty and rebellion. As he wandered his family's grand, oppressive estate, he felt the weight of the expectations pressing down on him like a vice. Each gasp of the air felt heavy not with the fragrance of freedom, but with the bitterness of conformity. In secret, he explored an underground world where he found companionship with those who shared his disdain for their family's ideals. Their enthralling conversations ignited a fire within him, a fire that made every moment spent conforming to his family's wishes feel like betrayal. On a fateful night, under the cover of twilight, their paths crossed again. Sirius had returned to steal a glance at his brother, longing for the connection he so desperately missed. The tension in the air was palpable as their eyes met, a silent spark igniting. Regulus felt his heart race, the warmth of his brother's gaze wrapped around him like an embrace, filling the void of loneliness that had grown ever larger. In a secluded corner of the estate, they found themselves finally free from the burden of family. There, beneath the rustling leaves, they shared more than words. Their laughter echoed as they moved closer, breathing in the scent of nostalgia. Sirius reached out, brushing a strand of hair behind Regulus's ear, his fingers lingering a moment too long. "Stay with me," he murmured. Regulus hesitated, the weight of his family pressing down like an anchor. But the allure of his brother's presence was irresistible, and the space between them closed as the tension broke into something swata. In that moment of vulnerability, their hidden desires unfolded, each heartbeat loud and fervent, pulling them closer into a world where nothing else mattered but them. The next few nights passed in a blur, each filled with an intoxicating mix of warmth and uncertainty, as Sirius and Regulus discovered the hidden depths of their connection. Beneath the protective cover of darkness, they found sanctuary in each other, creating a world where whispers of their shared past could flourish amidst the chaos of their present. With every stolen moment, their bond deepened, tinged with a delicate blend of desire and trepidation. Regulus felt a burning restlessness within him. Guilt weighed heavily on his heart for being torn between family loyalty and the thrill of the rebellion he now secretly embraced. The forbidden nature of their encounters with Sirius only heightened his sense of urgency. He often stole glances at his brother while tracing the lines of ancient markings in dusty tomes, a trail that held the secrets of their family's dark legacy. The contents of these books alluded to magical truths beyond their understanding, sparking a flicker of hope that perhaps there was a way out from under their family's shadow. One evening, in an abandoned room filled with relics of their family's storied past, the tension crackled like a live wire. Sirius paced, his thoughts troubled. Regulus watched, hidden in the shadows, the fire from a single candle casting flickering light over his face, illuminating the struggle etched into his features. "You don't have to do this alone, Regulus," Sirius said, his voice barely above a whisper, tearing through the silence. The longing in his eyes was evident, a plea to bridge the emotional chasm that lay between them. Regulus stepped closer, heart pounding, caught between fear and a deep-seated yearning that pulled him towards Sirius, threatening to unravel the carefully woven walls he'd built. "I can't just abandon them, Sirius. They're a family, no matter how twisted they are." But the fire in Sirius' gaze held an irresistible power, challenging Regulus' conviction. As he drew near, the air became thick with emotion, igniting unspoken desires. They lingered, breaths mingling, the gravity of their connection overwhelming. "Family shouldn't chain you. It should lift you," Sirius insisted, and in that moment, Regulus felt the walls crumbling, exposing vulnerabilities he had hidden away. With a firm resolve, he closed the distance, their lips barely an inch apart, shattering the tension that had built over countless nights. As they embraced in the shadowy room, the past whispered around them, as if the very walls held the echoes of their childhood laughter. Lost in each other, they drew strength from their shared history, knowing that love, however forbidden, could lead them toward redemption, away from the dark heritage that sought to consume them both. With the ancient artifact safely tucked away, its power pulsing softly in the back of Regulus's mind, the brothers knew they were on the brink of something monumental. Each night felt like a new chapter in a story that was just waiting to unfold. They had ventured deeper dark secrets of their family's history, and each revelation drew them closer, intertwining their destinies like threads in a tapestry. The air was thick with anticipation as they stood on the precipice of a decision that could change everything. In the dim light of their hiding place, Regulus's hand brushed against Sirius, his heart racing at the electric contact. They shared a glance, the unspoken bond between them glowing brighter than any artifact, a connection forged in understanding and shared struggle. Regulus was overwhelmed, feeling the weight of their family's legacy pressing down, threatening to crush him if he let it. In that moment, he chose to embrace the love that had grown amidst the chaos of their lives, a love that transcended blood. "We can't go back," Sirius said, his voice steady but filled with emotion. "Not to the way things were." There was a plea in his tone, a desire to protect Regulus from the fate their family would inflict. Regulus nodded, knowing this was a turning point for both of them. The walls around them felt like they were closing in, pulsating with the urgency of their circumstances. Sirius stepped closer, his breath warm against Regulus's cheek. "I want to fight this together," he murmured. And in that moment of vulnerability, the world outside faded away. Regulus' hands found Sirius' face, their foreheads touching, the warmth between them blurring the lines of reality. "But what if we lose everything?" Regulus whispered, doubt creeping into his heart. "Then we do it together," Sirius replied fiercely, eyes fierce with determination. "I won't let you fall into their hands." And with those words, the remaining distance melted away as they drew into an embrace that felt like a shield against the world. Their mouths met in a kiss, tender yet fierce, as if to seal their pledge to one another. In that embrace, they felt invincible, bound not just by blood, but by choice, a bond so profound that it would defy the darkness surrounding them. As they finally pulled apart, breaths mingling in the air, Regulus knew that love would light their way, turning their shared pain into strength. Together, they were ready to confront the future, a future full of trials, but also pulsing with the hope of redemption. Their journey was only just beginning, and they would face it hand in hand, heart in heart, a bond beyond blood, stronger than any legacy their family could impose